I'm a firm believer in the saying, home is where the heart is. Well, maybe not literally, but it's the place you have love for and feel a strange sense of belonging to. Sometimes when you move, it can take some warming up to your new location, and home still feels many miles away. Depending on the time in my life, if I were asked where my home is, I would have given two pretty different answers. I was born in North Las Vegas, Nevada. I lived in a cul-de-sac with dozens upon dozens of houses that all looked more or less the same. In the city, things move fast, change quickly, and the focus is always on the now and the idealized future. Like a lot of other kids in my generation, my parents divorced, so my mom and I packed up and moved to a 90-year-old farmhouse in her hometown of Sedro-Woolley, Washington. I wasn't too pleased as a 6th grader going from a middle school environment with over 1,000 other students to a single classroom with 18 other students in my entire grade. But eventually, the beauty of Washington won me over. Though I considered Vegas my home for a while after moving to the Evergreen State, the idea of becoming a Washingtonian sounded more and more appealing. The longer I stayed in Sedro-Woolley, the more I learned about its story. Before industry came and depleted the original beauty of the Pacific Northwest, the place I call my hometown was stewarded by what is now known as the Upper Skagit Indian tribe. The tribe inhabited the land from the coast to the Cascades, and their influence is still widely acknowledged and respected today. A 2-mile-long logjam kept white settlers out of the area for a while, but eventually, it was dynamited in 1878, and the creation of Sedro-Woolley was set in motion. Back in the 1880s, the first mayor, Mortimer Cook, was deciding what to name the new logging town. Due to all the mosquitoes, he wanted to call it Bug. However, it wasn't proven to be very popular among other residents, so he took the Spanish word for cedar, cedro, and warped it into Sedro. Developer Philip Woolley purchased the land near the tracks outside of Sedro. Eventually, a small town called Woolley cropped up around him. The small communities banded together and in 1898 formed one of the very few hyphenated towns in the entire US, Sedro-Woolley. That catches us up on the highlights of Sedro-Woolley's history. It's a town of hard-working, versatile people. My high school was right in the heart of Sedro-Woolley, and I grew close to the town. I worked on the school's newspaper for all 4 years and spent my time walking and then eventually driving down back roads, walking through fields, and swimming in lakes. By the time I graduated high school, I didn't think about Vegas very much, and Sedro-Woolley, with all its quirks and flaws, had felt like home for a long time. Despite my love for my new home, I was ready to move to Bellingham after graduating to continue pursuing journalism. It's been over a year, and every day I notice new things that make Bellingham feel more and more like home. And I anticipate that if you were to ask me where home is in a few months from now, Sedro-Woolley might not be the answer anymore.